Governor Matole congratulates new Justice of the Supreme Court. Customs intercept vehicles, rice and other items worth 10 billion naira. Nigeria's new COVID-19 cases reduced for fourth consecutive week despite increased testing. On business, states get new World Bank pills for speedy economic recovery. And on the international scene, 68 Nigerian girls evacuated from Lebanon. Hello and welcome to Svtv News. I am Osajoy Unyoza. Governor Bello Mohammed Matole Marado has congratulated Justice Mohammed Lawal Garuba for his recent elevation as one of the justices of the Supreme Court. Governor Matole said the elevation was well deserved as Justice Lawal has proven himself as an upright judicial officer throughout his working career without any blemish. The governor expressed the excitement of the people in the state considering the fact that Justice Lawal is the first indigene of the state to occupy such exalted position as a justice of the Supreme Court. The governor, on behalf of himself, his family, the government and people of the state, congratulated His Lordship Justice Mohammed Lawal Garuba for his elevation to the position of a Supreme Court judge. Mr. Justice Mohammed Lawal Garuba, who is also the Shetima Maru, had his primary and secondary school education at Demonstration Primary School in Maru and Science Secondary School in Gusau, respectively. He acquired his university degree in law from the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria and was called to the Nigerian bar after his one-year training at the Nigerian Law School. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mohammed Adamu, has ordered commissioners of police in the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to immediately initiate appropriate actions against prohibited firearms. The Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Frank Umbar, disclosed this on Sunday in a statement issued in Abuja. Mr. Umbar said the order was part of preparations for the forthcoming governorship elections in Edo and Ondo State, as well as to curb the proliferation of prohibited firearms in the country. He explained that the idea was for the CPs to identify, isolate, disarm, arrest and prosecute any individual or group in possession of prohibited firearms. The force spokesman stated that the directive has become necessary against the backdrop of the deliberate arming and movement of political thugs and other criminal elements across the country. The police in Zamfara State has commenced the mopping up, seizure and recovery of illegal firearms, ammunition, weapons and devices from unauthorized persons. The Police Public Relations Officer Mohammed Shehu in a press statement says the operation to recover locally fabricated or modified weapons is sequel to the proliferation of firearms among many groups, including vigilante, military and other groups. It reminds the general public that the possession of firearms is prohibited except with a license granted by Mr. President. The Commissioner of Police, Usman Nagogo, has set up a police joint enforcement team headed by the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations with a mandate to commence the mop-up, seizure and recovery of all illegal and prohibited firearms and ammunition from unauthorized persons, suspected military groups, criminal and unlawful gangs. The special operation will equally include cordons, search and raid, seizure from any premises, hideout, dwelling houses or buildings or site under construction, and any other location where the illegal prohibited firearms are kept or unreasonable suspicion are believed to be kept. The CP further warns members of the public, individuals and groups such as the vigilante, town unions, hunters and watch nightmen, or any group or association under any capacity or guise other than statutory security agencies recognized and gazetted by the federal government of Nigeria to bear firearms of specified category. Those in possession of such firearms are given 7 days from 13th August to surrender them to the task force team or to any nearest police station. Area commanders and divisional police officers DPOs are under strict instruction by the Commissioner of Police to enforce the order in totality to their respective areas of responsibility. The Federal Operations Unit Zone A of the Nigerian Customs Service on Sunday announced a single seizure of contrabands with duty-paid value of 10 billion naira. The Customs Area Controller Usman Yahaya, in a statement in Lagos, said that the seizure made in one day was at Ido-Erewa Road in Ibadan. The statement was signed by the Public Relations Officer of the unit, Peter Dunia. According to him, the contraband comprised of 34 fairly used and new vehicles laden with second-hand clothes, Indian hemp, and foreign parboiled rice. Some economic saboteurs met their Waterloo when the operative, acting based on credible information, made a single seizure at Ido-Erewa Road, Ibadan of Oyo State. President Muhammadu Buhari sends warm felicitations to former military President General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida on his 79th birthday, August 17, 2020, joining family, friends, and associates to celebrate with the elder statesman. As the former military leader turns a new age, the president believes his services to the country will always be remembered. President Buhari prays that the Almighty God will continually strengthen General Babangida, grant him good health and longer life. Kano State Executive Council has approved the termination of contracts for the construction of multi-million naira Dawakin Tofa 5-kilometer carriageway and its reward to Mescra CCECC Nigeria Limited at a cost of over 651 million naira. Contract for the road project, which was awarded to Rocard Construction Nigeria Limited in 2012 with KN-UPDA as supervising agency, was however left by Rocard midway into the construction processes, a situation that causes many hardship to the teeming populace in the area. The State Commissioner for Information, Malam Mohammed Garuba, who disclosed this while briefing newsmen on the outcome of the council meeting held at the Africa House, Government House, Kano State, said the council had also constituted a committee to assess the situation of the 5-kilometer dual carriageway project in the local government across the state. He said the measure was part of effort by the state government to evaluate, redesign, complete, or terminate any contract awarded for the project. The consecutive reductions in new cases may suggest Africa's most populous country has overcome its worst phase of the virus, although officials have continued to advise caution, telling residents to adhere to COVID-19 protocols, including social distancing and use of face masks. Last week, August 9th to 15th, Nigeria recorded 2,628 cases, a 12% reduction compared to the 2,989 cases recorded in the previous week, August 2nd to 8th. The week before that, July 26th to August 1st, Nigeria recorded 3,560 new infections. A total of 3,870 new cases were recorded in the week between July 19th and 25th. Last week marked the 32nd week of the pandemic in Nigeria. While the new cases have reduced for the past few weeks, the number of people tested for the virus has increased for 3 consecutive weeks. Data from the Public Health Agency shows that 32,913 people were tested last week, a 6% increase from the 30,716 tested the previous week. About 24,400 people were tested the week before that. Nigeria has so far collected 347,545 samples since its first case was recorded in February. The district head of Marshall Town in Fune local government area of Yobe State, Alhaji Sami Buba, has been abducted by suspected gunmen. The police public relations officer Yobe State Command ASP Douglas Abdulkarim confirmed this on Sunday. According to Abdulkarim, the yet-to-be-identified gunmen stormed the residence of the district head at about 10 p.m. with heavy firearms and whisked the traditional leader away. He further disclosed that search parties have been deployed, but there is still no trace of the whereabouts of the traditional leader. However, the police are intensifying efforts to rescue him. The PPRO added that investigations are also ongoing to identify the hoodlums. Borno traditional chief Zana Boguma has said that despite claims President Muhammadu Buhari has failed to tackle the issue of insecurity, especially in the northeast. Mr. Hassan, who is the Zana Boguma of Borno State, said this in an exclusive interview with Arewa Agenda. According to him, the escalation of attack by the Boko Haram on soft targets, the issue of kidnapping on highways, and the systematic dislocation of communities that were living around the metropolis are issues of grave security concern that have continued unabated. Mr. Boguma, who is also a member of the Northern Elders Forum, berated the presidency for not doing enough on developmental effort in the northern region, despite their immense contribution to his victories in the polls. He said as far as Nigeria is concerned, President Buhari only appointed some people into position, but they haven't done enough in terms of development. Northerners are being killed by terrorists and armed bandits without solution in sight. He said Northerners voted for Buhari. The massive vote that came out from the north was the reason why he is president of this country. A 19-year-old Sunday Shodipe, arrested in Oyo State for his alleged involvement in the rape and murder of some female residents, has escaped from police custody. This was made known in a statement sent to Premium Times by the state police spokesperson Olubenga Fade on Sunday. Mr. Fade said the suspect, who allegedly committed his dastardly act in Akinyele local government area of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, was arrested and paraded along with two others at the Oyo State Police Command on July 17th. He escaped from police custody on August 11th. Consequent upon this, the CP wishes to implore the general public to be on the lookout, arrest, and immediately inform the officers and men of the command when cited for immediate handing over for further action. Mr. Fade did not explain how the suspect managed to escape and why the statement is coming days after he escaped from the police custody. He also did not say if any police officer have been detained for their complicity in the escape. He declined to comment when Premium Times called him for further explanation. Alright, viewers, we're going to short commercial break, and when we come back, Standard Voice Television News continues. Welcome back. Let me quickly take you to our business desk for the business update.
Welcome to Standard Voice Business Update. The 6 states of the Federation are introducing tax relief program to mitigate the undying toll of the COVID-19 pandemic on businesses and individual taxpayers and ensure the speed recovery of state economics. The relief program, which were initiated in states across board, have focused on 5 main tax activities, including extension of filing and payment date, waivers or redemption of penalties and interest over the extension period. While some states are also offering rebates or discounts on tax paid within a specific period, others outline the payment of taxes, fees and levies, among others, in installments. In the same vein, state tax offices are now enabling filing and the issues of tax clearance certificates online. All these were the outcome of a virtual meeting held on Friday, 14th August 2020, under the State Fiscal Transparency Accountability and Sustainability Program for Results, jointly organized by the World Bank and the Nigeria Governors Forum, and the program is midwifed by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. And that is the Standard Voice Business Update. I'm Ogwa Rita.
And on the international scene, the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission has confirmed the arrival of another 68 Nigerian girls stranded in Lebanon due to COVID-19 pandemic. NIDCOM, through its official Twitter handle, posted on Sunday that the evacuees arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. It could be recalled that a viral video went around where some girls cried out to the Nigerian government to facilitate their return. The tweet extended a big thank you to the Lebanese ambassador to Nigeria, Diab Hassan, Nigerian mission in Lebanon, and the Lebanese community in Nigeria for making this possible. Still on the international scene, Abike Dabiri Erewa, the chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Saturday reacted to a viral video alleging that the UAE illegally ejected Nigerians into a desert. African Examiner recalls that in a viral video, a voice has stated that Dubai authorities had forcefully ejected Nigerian immigrants from their residence, and it appealed to the government to come to their rescue. Reacting to the video and allegation, Abike acknowledged the incident but highlighted that the allegation was wrong, as the UAE had on different occasions arranged for the immigrant to return to Nigeria. The chairperson took to her Twitter handle enjoining citizens to be law-abiding, stressing that the UAE authorities had previously given a prior notice. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Governor Matawale congratulates new justice of the Supreme Court. Customs intercept vehicles, rice and other items worth 10 billion naira. Nigeria's new COVID-19 cases reduced for fourth consecutive week despite increased testing. On business, state gets new World Bank pills for speedy economic recovery. And on the international scene, 68 Nigerian girls evacuated from Lebanon. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew and head of News and Current Affairs Department, Alhaji Ibrahim Garabatunau, I still remain Musa Joy Onyoda. Stay tuned.